Psalm 5 is a rich and deep prayer written by King David, capturing the soul's cry for divine guidance and protection. It is part of the book of Psalms in the Old Testament, a collection of sacred songs, prayers, and poems that are foundational to both Jewish and Christian liturgies. This particular psalm shows David in a moment of seeking refuge and justice, offering readers and listeners a glimpse into a powerful and intimate conversation between a man and his God. The psalm begins with David's earnest plea, "Give ear to my words, O Lord, consider my sighing." This opening line immediately draws us into the emotional intensity of David's prayers. He is not asking in a casual manner. His soul is heavy, and he earnestly petitions God to hear his cries. David continues with, "Listen to my cry for help, my King and my God, for to you I pray." Here, he acknowledges God's sovereignty and his own position as a humble petitioner. It is a reminder to all believers of the importance of recognizing God's ultimate authority while approaching him with our needs. Verse 3 has David stating, "In the morning, O Lord, you hear my voice. In the morning I lay my request before you and wait in expectation." This verse highlights an important aspect of prayer life: consistency and faith. David prays every morning, showing his dedication and trust in God. He does not just pray and forget. He waits in expectation, believing that his prayers are heard and that God will respond. The subsequent verses, 4 to 6, shift from a personal plea to a reflection on the nature of God. David declares, "You are not a God who takes pleasure in evil. With you, the wicked cannot dwell." This sets a clear dichotomy between righteousness and wickedness, underlining God's purity. David reminds us that God's holiness does not tolerate evil, and those who engage in wickedness cannot stand in his presence. This is a poignant reminder of the moral standards expected of believers. Moving forward, David contrasts his own behavior with the wicked, saying, "But I, by your great mercy, will come into your house. In reverence will I bow down toward your holy temple." Here, the theme of mercy is central. David acknowledges that his ability to approach God is not because of his own righteousness, but due to God's immense mercy. The humility and reverence in this approach serve as a powerful lesson in worship. Verses 8 to 10 contain David's specific requests for guidance and protection against his enemies. "Lead me, O Lord, in your righteousness because of my enemies. Make straight your way before me." This request portrays a deep reliance on God for direction, especially when faced with opposition. David's enemies are described in stark terms. They are deceitful and destructive, highlighting the nature of evil that God rejects. In the final verses 11 to 12, David's tone shifts to one of confidence and praise. "But let all who take refuge in you be glad. Let them ever sing for joy." This is a beautiful contrast to the earlier cries for help. David believes in the joy and protection that God provides to those who seek him. The psalm concludes with a powerful affirmation. "For surely, O Lord, you bless the righteous. You surround them with your favor as with a shield." Ultimately, Psalm 5 is a psalm of both lament and confidence. It teaches us about the nature of God, the importance of earnest and consistent prayer, and the assurance that comes from trusting in divine protection and justice. David's words reflect a deep relationship with God, rooted in honesty, reverence, and faith. In a world where believers often face trials and uncertainties, this psalm offers a timeless reminder of where to seek help and how to trust in God's unfailing mercy and protection. Please like and subscribe for more videos.